Zuma is promising to be frank at the state capture inquiry on Monday. ENCA has been told the former president will answer all questions posed to him in a bid to clear his name. He met the ANC's Secretary General Ace Magashule at Luthuli House today. Zuma has been heavily implicated in state capture but has questioned the independence of the Zondo Commission. Simkelo Maseko is following the story for us. He joins us now live in studio. So Jacob Zuma outside court after his son was acquitted, telling the media he's ready.
Yes, indeed, Shahan. He told the media immediately after his son, Duduzane Zuma, was acquitted of culpable homicide that he's ready to go to the State Capture Commission of Inquiry. For instance, we've seen also a number of clips of on the record where the president is basically questioning what is state capture and what has he done, what is this corruption that everybody is talking about him. But he's saying that he's eager to go to the State Capture Commission of Inquiry and is going there to clear his name. But let's just listen to a clip of him responding to this particular question where our colleague Ayanka Tolman and Govin Whittles were earlier on today at Randburg Magistrates Court.
So after that, he actually went to meet Ace Magashule.
Yes, indeed. After that, he had a session with his son, obviously, just to congratulate him about the victory in court. And then he sped off in his blue light convoy to where he was president of the African National Congress at Luthuli House, their headquarters. They had their meeting with the Secretary General of the ANC, which was an official meeting, not one of those Maharani meetings which our colleagues in the Sunday Times reported upon. It was an official meeting where he called the Secretary General and expressed his desire to meet officially with the Secretary General of the ANC, Ace Magashule. Obviously, that meeting, Ace Magashule, the SGU, then have to take the minutes and the discussions of that particular meeting he had today with former President Jacob Zuma to the ANC's top 6 meeting and subsequently the National Working Committee, should it be a National Working Committee issue. But obviously, the former president is going to the State Capture Commission of Inquiry next week, and a lot of things may be riveting that may be coming out of him because he's promising to speak honestly and truthfully and say what he knows, despite his reservations about the State Capture Commission of Inquiry of just being a mere exercise of him being there. But let's just specifically listen to him when he was speaking in Durban with Ace Magashule, where our colleagues Pamela Goge was covering the election campaign of Ace Magashule and former ANC President Jacob Zuma, where he spoke about this issue of the alleged corruption hanging over his head. Let's just listen to him.
They say, what have I done as a corruption? Because I would listen to them if they are able to say, this is what Zuma has done. So far, I haven't heard anyone who's saying this is what Zuma has done. That word has been used just for propaganda purposes.
Now, this meeting, of course, some people will have raised eyebrows between Ace Magashule and Jacob Zuma because they've been accused of plotting to overthrow President Cyril Ramaphosa.
Interestingly, both former President Jacob Zuma and the Secretary General of the ANC, Ace Magashule, have both been accused of being architects and enablers of state capture, where Ace Magashule is being accused of being the architect of state capture in the Free State Province, when people basically saying everything that is wrong within the country was a litmus test that was first tested in the Free State Province and then escalated throughout the country. Jacob Zuma has been very open about his relationship with the Gupta family and Ace Magashule as well. So both of them have basically been tainted and have been mentioned in and implicated in the State Capture Commission of Inquiry. Mxolisi Tukwana, the former MEC of Finance and former ANC Treasurer in the Free State Province, implicating Ace Magashule. Thabo Manyoni as well, saying that in an affidavit he disposed that he was taken, the former mayor of Mangaung, that he was taken to the Guptas by Ace Magashule, the former premier of the North of the Free State Province and former provincial chairperson and premier. Then you've got former President Jacob Zuma on the other hand, who's accused of having a hand, and you've seen a number of witnesses in the State Capture Commission of Inquiry saying that they never had any directive from former President Zuma to have the Gupta jet landing at Waterkloof Air Force Base, his relationship with the Guptas, who've had relations coming out of Bosasa. But interestingly, the both of them have denied any wrongdoing. But let's just listen to Ace Magashule, the Secretary General of the ANC, speaking in Durban after allegations of that plot to overthrow President Cyril Ramaphosa, and the administration is now saying he's going to meet with any former leader of the ANC in the open, and he's not fazed about that. Let's just listen to him when he spoke to Goge back then.
I'll be seen with President Zuma and any leader of the ANC, whether the media likes them or not. I will actually still be seen with them. They are leaders, they are members of the ANC, and we respect them as such. And there is nothing wrong. That's the propaganda of the media.
Yeah, the propaganda of the media. That's how they labor it. Thanks so much for that. Appreciate it. Samkelo Maseko following.